Who is giving this woman to be married to this man? Friends and family, we have come today at the invitation of Chris and Karrie to share in the joy of their wedding. This outward celebration which you'll see and hear is an expression of the inner love and devotion they have in their hearts. Jesus Christ reminds us that at the beginning the Creator made us male and female, and he said, "For this cause a man shall leave his father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh." God loved us and created us to love others. Our lives find completion only as we love and are loved in return. Together we can become what we could never be separately. Marriage is of God. Chris Swann and Karrie Marie come together today desiring to be united in this sacred relationship. Chris Swann, do you now desire to establish your home with Karrie as her husband, to receive her as your wife, to make a home where she will be loved and cared for as long as God grants her life?
I do.
Karrie Marie, do you now desire to establish your home with Chris as his wife, to receive him as your husband, to make a home where he will be loved and cared for as long as God grants him life?
I do.
The ceremony of marriage in which you've come to be united is the first and the oldest ceremony in the world. Celebrated in the beginning in the presence of God himself. Marriage is a gift of God, given to comfort the sorrows of life and magnify its joys. Marriage is a clasping of hands, blending of hearts, the union of two lives as one. Your marriage must stand, not by the authority of the state, nor by the seal of your wedding certificate, but by the strength of your love, by the power of your faith in each other and in God. You can have this kind of home if you continue to recognize God as the source of romance, love, and affection. These are his gifts. Build your home on a spiritual foundation. With God you will have everything. Without him you will have nothing. Now if you join your hands, I'd like you to express your vows of love and devotion. Chris, will you repeat this vow? Karrie, say this after me. I, Chris, be my wife, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, until we are separated by death. As God is my witness, I give you my promise. Now, Karrie, will you repeat this vow to Chris, saying this after me? I, Karrie,
I, Karrie,
take you, Chris,
take you, Chris,
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better,
for better,
for worse,
for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
until we are separated by death.
until we are separated by death.
As God is my witness,
As God is my witness,
I give you my
I
promise.
give you my promise.
I'd like to read just a scripture before we have the exchange of rings. It's from 1 Corinthians chapter 13. Now the Word of God tells us what love is like and what love does. This is what it says in Corinthians. Love is patient, love is kind, love is not jealous, love does not brag, is not arrogant, does not act unbecomingly, does not seek its own, is not provoked, does not take into account a wrong suffered, does not rejoice in unrighteousness, but rejoices with the truth, bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, it endures all things, and love never fails. When you Testament reveals that happiness comes from putting the other first rather than oneself. Be subject to one another in the fear of Christ. It says in the Scriptures, wives, be subject to your husbands as to the Lord. And husbands, love your wives just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her. Let each individual among you also love his own wife, even as himself, and let the wife see to it that she respect her husband. Having this kind of love in your hearts, you have chosen to exchange rings as a sign and seal of the vows you are making today. And may I have her ring, please? I just want to say this about the rings. Though they are small in size, these rings, hers as well as his, are very large in significance. They're made of precious metal. They remind us that love is not cheap nor common. Indeed, love may cost us dearly. And also, you notice it's made in a circle. Their design tells us that love must never come to an end. We must keep it continuous. Now, as you wear these rings, whether together or apart for a moment, may they be constant reminders of these glad promises you're making today with these vows. First, will you take this ring, and would you place it upon the third finger of Karrie's left hand, and would you repeat this promise to her, saying, with this ring, I seal my promise, to be your faithful and loving husband, as God is my witness. May I have this ring?
With this ring,
I seal my promise to be your faithful and loving wife, as God is my witness. I'd like to have a prayer now. Heavenly Father, I pray you bless Karrie and Chris this time. I pray, Heavenly Father, that you give them many wonderful years together, that their love may continue to grow. And I pray, Father, that they have raised their home, all their children, and set their home around you. Father, to give you the honor in all things. I pray that you give them good health. And Lord, I pray that you give them many, many happy days together. It's in Jesus' precious name I pray. Amen. And now, I want to pronounce you with an announcement. You come together before us and before God and have expressed your desire to be husband and wife. You have shown your love and affection by joining hands. You've made promises of faith and devotion, each to each other. And you have sealed these promises by the giving and receiving of the rings. I therefore pronounce you husband and wife. May God bless you and keep you and give you his peace. What God has joined together, let not man separate. And kiss you, kiss your bride. I want to read just some numbers if I could. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance on you and give you peace. Dear friends and family, may I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Chris Swann.
yeah. Yay!
Don't enjoy that, Luke. I'm capturing every second of this.
Please don't commentate like that.
We don't even like each other.
Said like